Get ready to return to Panem. Only this time, it's colder, crueler, and far more calculating than you remember. In a casting move that's sending shivers down the spines of Hunger Games fans everywhere, Ralph Fiennes has officially been tapped to portray the infamous President Coriolanus Snow in The Hunger Games. Sunrise on the Reaping. This upcoming prequel installment, helmed by longtime franchise director Francis Lawrence, is already promising to take us deeper into the dystopian psyche of Panem's most sinister statesman. And with Fiennes, yes, that Fiennes, stepping into the role, it's clear we're about to witness a masterclass in malevolence. The exclusive reveal, first reported by The Hollywood Reporter, confirms what many fans had been speculating ever since whispers of a new film began swirling through the Capitol grapevine. Ralph Fiennes, known for playing dark and enigmatic figures with unnerving elegance, Voldemort anyone, is now inheriting the mantle of Panem's iron-fisted leader, a role immortalized in the original series by the late, great Donald Sutherland. A ruthless legacy. Rekindled. The name Coriolanus Snow is synonymous with tyranny in the Hunger Games universe. A man who smiles with poison on his lips and rules with a velvet-gloved fist. Sutherland's portrayal in the original tetralogy carved Snow into the collective consciousness of a generation, equal parts patriarch and predator, elegance and evil. Now, Ralph Fiennes steps in to portray the older Snow in his final form, 24 years before the events of Katniss Everdeen's televised rebellion. Sunrise on the Reaping will explore the 50th Hunger Games, a milestone marked by excessive brutality and a critical turning point in Panem's bloody tradition. It's a fitting canvas for Fiennes, a 3-time Oscar nominee whose haunting performances in Schindler's List, The Grand Budapest Hotel, and, most recently, Conclave, have cemented him as one of the finest actors of his generation. To put it simply, Snow is about to get scarier. We wanted to honor Donald Sutherland by having one of this generation's greatest actors play President Snow 24 years before Katniss Everdeen entered the arena, said producer Nina Jacobson. Working with Ralph has been on my bucket list since he traumatized me for life in Schindler's List. It's genuinely a thrill to welcome him to the Hunger Games. Let's be honest, the fandom is eating this news up. The story. So far, a nation on the brink. Sunrise on the Reaping will take us back to the 50th Hunger Games, better known as the Second Quarter Quell, an event that changed everything for the citizens of Panem. If you remember your Hunger Games lore, and real ones do, this is the same reaping that led to Victor Hamish Abernathy's infamous win, complete with deadly force fields and a traumatic Capitol betrayal that would echo throughout the franchise. Suzanne Collins' novel of the same name, upon which the film is based, revisits this haunting moment in Panem's history. It's a time when Snow is at the peak of his authoritarian grip, his propaganda machinery humming, his enemies silenced, and his hunger for control unsatisfied. The film is set to hit theaters on November 20th, 2026, and it's being scripted by Oscar-nominated screenwriter Billy Ray, Captain Phillips, Richard Jewell. Behind the camera is Francis Lawrence, the visionary who directed 3 of the 4 original Hunger Games films, as well as last year's prequel, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. A star-studded cast for a dark chapter. Joining Fiennes in this next blood-soaked chapter are some of Hollywood's most exciting names. The already announced cast includes Joseph Zada, Whitney Peake, McKenna Grace, Jesse Plemons, Kelvin Harrison Jr., Maya Hawke, Lily Taylor, and Ben Wang. With a lineup this strong, fans are anticipating not just a return to form, but an evolution. It's no secret that Lionsgate is going all in on Sunrise on the Reaping. After all, the Hunger Games franchise has already raked in over $3.3 billion at the global box office. The first 4 films, led by Jennifer Lawrence as the firebrand heroine Katniss Everdeen, became cultural phenomena, redefining dystopian storytelling for a generation. And while The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes gave us a glimpse into a young Coriolanus Snow's troubled past, with Tom Blyth stepping into the youthful role opposite Rachel Zegler, this new film appears set to show us the consequences of that backstory. What happens when a boy who wanted power finally has it all? Behind the scenes, a Capitol-worthy production team. The production lineup for Sunrise on the Reaping reads like a Hollywood dream team. Producers Nina Jacobson and Brad Simpson return under the Color Force banner, ensuring continuity with previous installments. Francis Lawrence once again brings his moody, high-stakes direction to the fold. And executive producer Cameron McConomy rounds out the creative leadership, promising a film as visually arrest.